So the results are in, and we're out. What effect will this have on the country? I'm hearing there's already been a casualty. Let's head over to our reporter outside the London Stadium. Yes, that's right. On the back of the Brexit news, West Ham United have decided to go in a different direction, and they've sacked David Moyes. I'm hearing an announcement will be made shortly on who their next manager will be. Hello? What do you mean, you found us a job? What do you mean, you need us back straight away? Okay. We'll be on the next plane home. Yes, that's right, people. We're back with a brand new series on the channel. We're taking over the reins at West Ham as the club have decided to move in a different direction following the Brexit results and feel that David Moyes' charge in time needs to come to an end as they look to the future and to build a brighter and better culture at the club. What is that culture, I hear you say? We'll go into that now. So the club have challenged me and made some stipulations to me taking the job. They are: only sign homegrown players. We can only use players from England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. All players from abroad cannot be used and will need to be sold. The main objectives of this challenge is to win the Premier League and also the Champions League. Can it be done? Stick around and enjoy the journey as we start Brexit or Bust. Well, we've thrown all the players that we don't need into the under-23s, and as you can see, it doesn't leave us with a lot of options. The notable players that we have left are Declan Rice, Mark Noble, Jared Bowen, Craig Dawson, Aaron Creswell and Ryan Fredericks. So, I'm certainly going to have my work cut out in pre-season to try and bring some more players in to this club. But that's going to all hinge on if we can manage to ship out some of the other players that we're no longer needed, as we currently only have a transfer budget of 9 million. Have I bitten off more than I can chew in this challenge? Only time will tell. I'm going to get to work and join us again in a second as we see what kind of squad I've managed to now assemble before we start the season. So, this is what we've managed to put together with the short space of time we've had during pre-season. It's still not great, but it's a massive improvement on what it was before. Let's run through the signings that we've made. First off, we've managed to bring in Dean Henderson for Manchester United. He certainly cost us a pretty penny, as we're paying out a lot of money each month to bring him in on loan, as he's only on loan until the end of the season. But after the goalkeeper issues that we did have, with a lack of depth on it, it's certainly been a position we needed to strengthen. We've had to strengthen throughout the whole of the team, realistically, but Dean Henderson is a good addition to the squad. We've brought in 2 centre-backs as well. First of all, Mason Holgate from Everton. Again, not the greatest, but it's a start, and it's an improvement on what we had, as we only really had Craig Dawson as the only notable centre-back. We've taken a gamble as well and brought in Phil Jones. Yes, I know, you're thinking, he's going to be injured for most of the season, but hopefully, if we can keep him fit, he's going to do us a good job, and hopefully we can bring in someone else later on down the lines. We've also brought in Curtis Jones from Liverpool on loan. Again, another position we needed to strengthen was out wide, and he's certainly been doing well so far. To the point, I'd probably say he's one of our better players at the moment. It was an area that needed improving, especially as we'd only had Jared Bowen, realistically, as the only decent wide player. We've also brought in Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa. He cost us quite a bit, around about 28 million, but I think his goals are probably going to see us safe to keep us up this season, and hopefully we can build on it. He's at the right age, 25, so hopefully if we supply him with the service, it should do us well and fire us on this season. We also made the addition of bringing in Sean Longstaff as well from Newcastle. Again, around about £12 million for him, but he should do us a good job there, especially as Noble's getting on a little bit now and he's looking to retire at the end of next season. So we're going to need to bed him into the squad, and he's there also to help cover for Rice. So there you have it. That's the additional players that we brought into the team. Again, like I said, there's potentially going to be more coming in before the transfer window shuts at the end of August. But for now, that's what it is, and that's what we've got to work with. So that now brings us on to today's game and a match against Brighton at home. So let's look through the lineup for today's match. We start off with Dean Henderson in goal, back four of Creswell, Holgate, Jones and Johnson, midfield Rice and Noble. In front of them is Curtis Jones, Chesters, Bowen and Ollie Watkins leading the line up front. Let's jump into the match. So here we are, our first match in charge of West Ham United in the league against a difficult opponent in the forms of Brighton. This is going to be no easy game at all. But Brighton have put the ball straight out, so that's a good start for Brighton. Can we build on this? We've got a few players in. We know what they're capable of. Alright, we are severely lacking squad-wise and depth-wise, but we will see how we go and get on this season. It's going to be an interesting time. The additions of Curtis Jones is certainly going to help, and Dean Henderson realistically should put us in good stead towards the back as well. And Mupai, and there he is, good save there by Henderson. Early pressure so far by Brighton. Still trying to work it into the box, and they have. We obviously still need to strengthen this team quite considerably, because we're going to suffer big time if we get a few injuries this season. But I have faith that the tactics that I've instilled in this team, we can do a job. Henderson with a long clearance looking for Watkins, but it's just coming straight back. This is not the football I envisioned, but it's going to take a bit of time to embed this tactic and this culture into this club, so we're not expecting miracles overnight. Watkins bursting forward with it now. Can he get the ball into the box? He can, but it's straight into the arms of Sanchez. At least we've managed to create a couple of chances. Nothing clear cut as yet, though. I know people are laughing that we've put Chesters in. There's Curtis Jones. Oh, that was an opportunity, that was. How has he managed to put that wide? He was clean through. Jones, Creswell. Jones again. Curtis Jones gets blocked. Noble. Nice bit of interplay there. Rice looking to thread the ball through, but Brighton clear the ball. Early doors still. 13 minutes gone. Not a lot to report so far. Rice going long, looking for Curtis Jones. He's getting to the byline, looking to put the cross in. There's Ollie Watkins. Oh, fantastic save by Sanchez to keep that effort out. This is much better now. Bowen with the corner. He floats it in, but it's cleared away. Noble picks it up, though. Passes it back to Bowen. But it's an offside decision. And that's the end of that. Still, it's looking positive so far from the boys. Johnson with the cross. Creswell picks it up, finds Rice. And Rice hits the post from about 30 yards. That was an effort and a half by Declan Rice, that was. Slightly edging it at the moment on our XG. Slightly in possession-wise as well. But it's still a very close game, considering we should be doing a lot better than this. Alright, it's also got to take into consideration that this is a new team that we've put together. There's only a few players that were originally here that are still left. And it's a lot of new faces coming in, so it's going to take them time to gel. Johnson, Chesters, Noble looking for Watkins. And it's straight at the hands of Sanchez again. Surely we've got to put one of these chances away sooner rather than later. Johnson to Chesters, finds Bowen into the box, and Sanchez makes a save, and it's out for a corner. There's good little bits of interplay coming up between a couple of players, especially between Chesters and Bowen. It's looking good at the moment. So there it is. Half time. I can say we've put in a good performance so far. It's been positive. Alright, we haven't scored and we haven't got that vital goal. But it's looking good and I'm pleased with what I've seen so far. I'm going to have a chat with the boys. Join us for the second half. So we're back underway for the second half. Hopefully we can put in a better performance this time around in this half and get that goal that we need. Early doors though. Creswell finds Chester, spreads it wide, finds Bowen, who's cutting inside, finds Curtis Jones, who throws it out to Johnson, looking to get down by the byline, crosses it in, but it's straight into the arms of Sanchez again. We're just not getting those crosses in right. Something we're potentially going to have to work on in training. Corner. Bowen with the corner. He whips it in, hits the first man, and goes out for a throw-in. Johnson with that throw-in, finds Chesters. Johnson is looking to whip the cross in, finds Bowen on the overlap. Holgate's still there. Mason Holgate's still there. Noble. Bowen, it's gone out for a corner, I think. We're piling on the pressure on Brighton at the moment. We just need to try and find that goal. Phil Jones is going to pick this one up. He's looking a bit tired, his old Phil Jones. Bowen, can he get the ball into the box? No, we've gone wide. Noble back to the centre. Watkins launches one, but again, easy, comfortable save for Sanchez. I think it's going to be time we make a few changes in a minute. A couple of players looking a bit tired. Jared Bowen's one of them. He has worked his little socks off out there at the moment today, though. Creswell, again, it's just lacking. That quality is lacking, which is going to be a problem, I think. Creswell with the ball in. Straight again. Straight into the hands of Sanchez. That's all it's been. We've not even really tested him that much today. The one opportunity he didn't get hold of was the Declan Rice effort onto the post from about 30 yards. Creswell bursting forward again though, looking to get the ball in the box. Finally, Jared Bowen's there to tuck it away at the back post. It's been coming. And finally we've managed to get that breakthrough. Thankfully, Brighton defence switched off and Bowen was able to get on the end of Creswell's cross. It's a good cross in. It's just played straight across the 6-yard box and there he is just to tap it in. 1-0. Well, I think we can breathe a slight bit of relief now. But is it going to be short-lived? There's Lamperty's coming down the wing. Thankfully, Johnson's there to head it back to Henderson. Holgate finds Creswell, looking to move it forwards. To Rice, to Chesters, inside to Noble, gone over the top to Bowen. Can he get past his man? He can. Looking for Curtis Jones at the back post. Finds Rice, back to Creswell, back to Jones. Chesters, Watkins, Bowen's there again. Surely, Watkins, again. We just can't put it all in the net. Struggling today. Thankfully, we're 1-0 up. Bowen with the corner, but it's cleared away by the Brighton defence. Well, I have to say, I think it's about time we're going to make a change or two. Just see out this highlight first, because that might have to influence our decisions depending on what the outcome of this is. Lamperty with the ball across. That was thumped clear. Watkins has got hold of it. Bowen to Noble, to Chesters, Bowen. Nice little triangle football there from the boys. Chesters looking for the ball over the top. Finds Curtis Jones out wide. Plays a lovely crossfield ball to find Johnson. Can Johnson get to the byline? He can. Bowen's there again. Plays it out, back out to Noble. Trying to put that ball in the box. Johnson again. And Bowen's flipped it into the net. But the defender's appealing for offside. We're going to go to VAR, I think, to see what this one's looking at. Is it? It's a goal. VAR have given us the goal. Ollie Watkins. Johnson plays it in. And Watkins is there. I think it come off Bowen and then onto Watkins, by the looks of it. Right, we're 2-0 up. It's time to make a few changes. Join us in a second. So, we are back underway. We made a triple substitution. Diallo, Nevers, and also Longstaff come on to replace of Bowen, Rice, and also Chesters. We're just going to see out the remainder of this game now, as we approach full time with the final 5 minutes of this game to go. Diallo, that was enough effort. Not far off that one, wasn't. Creswell with the ball into the box, looking for Watkins with the header, but he's managed to pick the ball up again. Phil Jones back to Watkins again, keeping it in the corner flag. Jones finds Holgate, who plays the ball in, and there's Sanchez with an easy claim again. Approaching injury time, we're going to have 4 minutes of it. Longstaff in the centre, finds Creswell looking for the ball over the top. Nevers, great saving tackle that was by the Brighton defender. It's a corner. Creswell whips it in, but it's cleared at the near post, and he picks it back up again. Finds Noble, plays it back in again. Longstaff should pick this one up now. It's gone out for a throw-in. Finally ticking away now. Just come on, boys. We need to see out this. Brighton really haven't threatened. Saying that now, these are probably going to be the famous last words. Nevers looking for Diallo. It's picked up by Cucurella. Basuma. Cucurella. Webster looking over the top. Finds Trossard. That's probably Brighton's best effort of the game. Final seconds now of the match. We're going to pick up our first victory of the season. There it is. The full-time whistle's blown. It was a good performance from the boys. Plenty of shots. Come on target. Good XG there as well. Possession-wise, we were good. We were disciplined as well. We've put in a good performance there. I'm happy with that. Hopefully, this is the building blocks for the future, and this is the direction the club want us to go in. It's the direction I want us to go in, but like I said, we're still in need of a few more players, so we're going to still have to have a busy end of the transfer window. So we're off to a winning start in the league thanks to that 2-0 victory over Brighton. I'm under no illusion that we're going to face a lot harder opposition than we did today over the next coming weeks and months of the season, but nonetheless, it's a good positive start. We're still going to be looking to bring in some new players before the transfer window shuts. So, if you have any suggestions on who we should sign, then drop a comment below and I'll check them out. So, until next time, I hope you have a good day and an even better week. Take care.